Right, I'll try and walk my old slides to this new one. So as a bit of background, my name's Joe. I co-founded a company with a friend called Only6. And what we do is we're focused on how can we help small sort of content publishers get their content out to people who care, and how can we help them compete with large publishers. In doing this, we've been really focused on content discovery, and in particular, we've been focused on content recommendation and how you can do this as a small blog. I really wanted to share my experiences of that with you guys and sort of give you a few approaches, a few sort of DIY approaches, so you guys can try out at home and see what algorithms work for you. And really impart a bit of the stuff which we come across. I've been blogging since I was 15. I used to run this terrible JavaScript blog, which had no readers, and as I had no friends because I was writing JavaScript code, I couldn't really share it with anyone. I just dropped out my applied maths PhD at Cambridge, but a lot of my focus was on this, like how do we do good content recommendation, how do we mathematically model text. And I used to be chief code writer at a company called Pat Coffee, so if anyone likes coffee, please let me know and I can give you a free bag. Right, so content discovery can help drive views per visit. This is our fundamental belief. Good recommendations bump engagement, you can dust off old content, and you can reduce bounce for new readers. That's why we think you should care. So topic analysis helps you uncover your readers' interest. Topic models can help you understand your audience's interests. So by that I mean, if you have a document, how can you understand what's within that document? For us, we model this mathematically. So for example, if you have a document, it might represent Tony Blair as a topic, it might have The Rock, or it might have Saddam Hussein. How do you write code which can do that automatically? Now the fantastic thing is that loads of academics have spent their life literally doing this. And they've made it fantastically easy to do. So topic models today, you can put in your documents, and out of the end of it, come out a list of topics which you can then use to better understand what that document is about. Now we think if you pair this with an understanding of what a user's reading, you can start to understand that individual person's interest. So you can start to build a picture of what that person is specifically interested in and start tailoring your content for them. So as an example, we took 4,000 football documents, and within 5 minutes using open source software, we were able to extract 160 topics on anything from young emerging football players all the way through to bad behaviour on and off the pitch. And interestingly, you can find out what keywords were likely to produce what sort of topics. So for example, Paul Gascoigne is a fairly good indicator of bad behaviour off the pitch, which we personally thought was fascinating. But combining this with an understanding of what a user's reading, you can really understand what drives them and start tailoring your recommendations to them. And this is fairly easy. You can start tracking page views by cookie ID, things like that, and start really understanding your users. And when we started out doing this, we started to try and look at individual users, see what they were reading, and find content relevant to them. And we're actually doing it manually. We were curating that. And over time, we learned what the triggers were and started to build those into our algorithm. So ultimately, we got to a point where we can train our recommendation algorithm fairly well for each user. We're rolling this out for blogs right now, and with our current cohort of users, we've actually seen fairly positive results. We found that unlike Amazon star recommendations, where you recommend content based upon sort of this user read this, so you're likely to enjoy this too, we found that we've improved engagement by over 10% just by looking at what an individual user's interested in. We think this is a fairly novel approach, and we'd love to get it in your guys' hands. And right now it's a really simple process. It's a line of JavaScript code. We insert a little widget on your site and we start recommending automatically. And we see this as a great platform for understanding what your users are interested in, and a really great tool for analytics. So if you're interested, drop me an email. It's joe@only6.co.uk. And if you're interested in building your own algorithm, please get in touch. I've got a lot of data which I'd love to share with you, and which can help you get started in all this. And I can definitely point you in the right direction for a lot of the open source tools. But right now, if I was to recommend one thing, if you guys Google search for machine learning mallet, it's a fantastic library and a great way to start looking at what you could be doing with your site. And that's it really.